Must-try games for Apple Arcade. I tried to narrow this list down to my usual 7 or 8 games, but there are just so many gems here. So I'm making this video jam-packed and bringing you 14 of my favorite Apple Arcade games. Most of these are also available on other platforms, so definitely stick around even if you don't have Apple Arcade, because all of these are gems. If you do like games that are fun and cute, make sure to subscribe. I stream cute indie games and I put out new videos every week. Let's get right into it. Starting out with an Apple Arcade exclusive, we have South of the Circle. This is a narrative adventure game where you play as a research professor who is struggling to survive in Antarctica after a plane crash. As you're trying to reach civilization, you go back through the memories of your academic career and finding love. The main gameplay mechanic is choosing dialogue options by selecting the kind of emotion that you want to respond with. I really enjoyed this mechanic, and it felt like a bit of a twist on the typical visual novel type dialogue selection. The Cold War Antarctic environment for this game is amazing. It gave me eerie Firewatch type vibes as I discovered abandoned Soviet bases while trying to survive. I love the art style for this game, and it has a story that really drew me in. If you do have Apple Arcade, this is absolutely one to play. Sayonara Wild Hearts is just a stunning game. There is a flashing lights warning for this gameplay footage, so if that is an issue, make sure to skip on to the next game. This is an action arcade rhythm game where you dance, skateboard, ride motorcycles, and fight enemies to poppy music. This game is essentially playing a pop album. You collect as many points as you can in each level while navigating fast-paced environments and collecting hearts. The music is the true standout of this game. I could honestly listen to the soundtrack all day. The rhythm-based gameplay went so well with the music and beautiful neon environments. This one is narrated by Queen Latifah, and I'm still amazed by it. The gameplay provides a bit of challenge and is also approachable to those who are not so great with fast-paced gameplay, like me. If you haven't played Sayonara Wild Hearts yet, it should be high on your to-play list. It is such a beautiful and unique experience. Wylde Flowers is a witchy farming sim that is brand new to Apple Arcade. I've only gotten to play this one for a couple of hours so far, and I've absolutely loved it. This is a witchy farming sim, so think the best parts of Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and add some witchy elements. You help your grandmother take care of the farm while learning spells and getting to know the villagers. This one is fully voice acted and it's so well done. The gameplay is really satisfying, and I've been so enjoying improving my farm, fishing, crafting, and learning spells. The character interactions and stories are very well written, and I love the diversity and queer themes in this game. This has been such a chill and fun game to play at the end of the day. It's currently an exclusive on Apple Arcade with more platforms to come soon. Neocab is a cyberpunk visual novel set in this dystopian world where automation and corporations have completely taken over. You play as one of the few human taxi drivers left in the city. As you take passengers and complete rides, you unravel the mystery of what happened to your missing friend. The primary gameplay is picking up passengers around the city, chatting with them, and dropping them off at their destinations. Along the way, you'll get more information to get to the bottom of what has happened to your bestie. I absolutely love this world. It is set in a late capitalist dystopia, and I can see a lot of themes from our reality of this world. The colors are amazing, and the writing is so well done that I just got lost in this game. I also enjoyed the element of management of your car charge, money, and mood that added a bit extra to the visual novel gameplay. This is a fantastic game to pick up if you're a fan of visual novels and want a great story and amazing artwork. Mini Metro is a puzzle strategy game where you build train lines to transport passengers in cities around the world. You build and move train lines to accommodate passengers as each city grows. The game starts out slow and simple and quickly gets hectic as more passengers and stops are added. It's up to you to build an efficient train line system that gets all the passengers where they need to go quickly and efficiently. I love the minimalist aesthetic of this game. Each level is modeled after a real-life city, and the graphics are meant to be similar to transport maps. The sound design is so well done in this game, and I was totally hooked on trying to make the best transport system I could. There's another game by the same dev team on Apple Arcade as well, which is Mini Motorways. This one is definitely a similar style, and instead of trains, it focuses more on cars and highways. I do have a bit of a preference towards Mini Metro just because I love the train line minimalist aesthetic. Both games are amazing, and you should definitely check out them both. Overland is a turn-based strategy game where you're trying to road trip across the US in a post-apocalyptic world. This procedurally generated map allows you to pick your path to collect resources and party members as you fight for your life against alien-type creatures. Along each stop, you move strategically around the isometric levels to collect fuel, scavenge for supplies, and help people along the way. You'll have to avoid monsters or fight them directly. The goal is to escape each level, ideally with your car and everyone in your party alive. This game ended up being really fun. I enjoyed the strategic gameplay that was challenging without being too difficult. It allowed me to take my time and to plan my route. I also love an undo button and the chance to redo levels, so while this game was a bit of a challenge, it was also quite approachable. I love the gameplay, I love the graphics, the dogs are so cute in this one. Overland is definitely a game you should pick up. The Last Campfire is a puzzle game where you're playing as a lost ember trying to find their way back home. You explore each world to rescue fellow embers and solve environmental puzzles to open new areas of the map. To save your friends, you travel to dungeon-type rooms where you solve puzzles to traverse through each little level. There's a strong emphasis on the narrative of this game. It has a meaningful story and great narration that unravels like a storybook. The worlds are so lovely and vibrant and are just beautiful to explore. The Last Campfire is such a sweet and chill puzzle game with a great story and just a lovely world to explore. Mutazione is an adventure game where you're visiting your sick grandfather on an island full of mutated people and plants. You meet members of the town, hear the small town gossip, and collect seeds to grow your own magical gardens. Take care of your grandfather and battle your inner demons, all within this stunning world. I absolutely loved the setting for this game. Each environment was amazing with beautiful artwork and character design. Learning the stories of the town members was really interesting, and the narrative totally had me hooked. I loved the chill gameplay that allowed me to explore at my own pace, and growing magical gardens was so much fun. Mutazione is definitely a hidden gem on this list. If you have Apple Arcade, please go pick it up. It is totally worth it. LeClue Detectivu is a mystery game set in a beautiful world. The story is set within a book where you play as a detective who is trying to solve the mystery of a murder in the town. You investigate clues to piece together smaller mysteries and eventually solve the deeper, strange happenings in the town. I seriously need to have this artwork on my wall. It is gorgeous. The mystery solving in this one was really fun, and it's another game that you can really take your time in. The voice acting in this game is so good, and this game is heavily focused on the narrative, which I quite enjoyed. LeClue Detectivu is definitely one you need to try if you love mystery solving and narrative games. I talk so much about Cozy Grove, but I really can't leave it off this list. This is a life sim in the same kind of style as Animal Crossing, where you play as a spirit scout on a haunted island. You befriend spirits on the island, help them remember their past, and ascend into the beyond. This game is played in real-life days and is slow and calming. The chill soundtrack is one of my favorite parts of this game. The gameplay is quest-based, so there are new things to do every day, as well as story-specific tasks that take multiple days. Meanwhile, on the island, you can fish, catch bugs, decorate, and change your outfits. This is one of the few games that I've really stuck with for a long, extended period of time, and it's definitely one you can really sink into. Alba, a wildlife adventure, is one of my favorites on Apple Arcade. You play as a little girl who is trying to save the nature preserve on the island her grandparents live on. This is a cute little open world game where you go around the island taking pictures of animals, cleaning up the island, and repairing habitats. I loved the conservation themes of this story, and there is so much to do and explore in this cute little open world. The art style, story, and gameplay are really sweet and heartwarming, and playing this game just felt like such a treat. This gameplay was recorded from the PC version, whereas the Apple Arcade version is set up vertically. It also has great touch controls, and I really enjoyed playing on both PC and Apple Arcade. Alba, a wildlife adventure is a wholesome game to try that all ages can enjoy. Creaks is a puzzle platformer where you discover a magical world on the other side of your bedroom wall. As you get deeper and deeper into this world, you meet creatures and learn more about this bizarre environment. The puzzles are set in rooms where you try to get to the exit by avoiding monsters. New puzzle mechanics are added as the story goes along, including the addition of lights, levers, and buttons to freeze and redirect creatures. The hand-drawn art style for this is truly amazing. This mysterious world was such a treat to play in and explore. The puzzles are interesting and challenging and ended up being a lot of fun. I also loved the music and the hidden objects of this game, which really helped bring this world to life. If you enjoy puzzle games, Creaks is absolutely a game you should try. Nuts is a surveillance mystery game about researching squirrels. You play as a graduate student who is stationed in the forest and tasked with following squirrels through tracking them at night with cameras. As time goes on, you discover strange happenings in the forest, and it's up to you to figure out the cause. The gameplay for this one is quite simple, where you move the cameras during the day and watch squirrels at night. The story for this one really drew me in, and I absolutely loved exploring these beautiful worlds. This art style with two bold, contrasting colors changes for each level and is truly a treat to be in. If you're looking for a great artistic game with a bit of mystery, Nuts is definitely one you should try. Assemble with Care is a puzzle game where you play as an antique restorer traveling the world. You travel to a new town and learn the stories of the people who live there by repairing their belongings. Fix objects by taking them apart, replacing pieces, and putting them back together again. The story is so sweet, and the voice acting and illustrations tie everything together and make the story of this game really meaningful. This is another one where I've recorded footage from the PC version, so it will look a bit different in the vertical layout in Apple Arcade. I do find the touch controls to be really good for this game, so I'd probably recommend playing this in Apple Arcade if you can, over the PC. This is a short and meaningful game with great game mechanics, and I'd definitely recommend trying it out. Okay, I know I missed a few, but I could honestly have this go on forever, so I'm gonna leave it there. Leave me a comment, let me know if you've played any of these games and liked them, or if you have some other Apple Arcade suggestions. Make sure to like and subscribe so I can bring so many more cute indie game recs right to you. I'll see you next time, and happy gaming!